Hey guys, so I posted this morning that I went out early to make sure that I could get a hold of the Cricut Infusible new product that was released today exclusively at Michael's. So I got my hands on some and I want to show you what I've already started working on. When I got home, I got sat right down at my computer and I came up with a design that I want to do. So I want to show you that as well as the things that I got, okay? Let's take a look at it. So this is the design that I came up with when I got home. I decided just to do something bold because you'll see in a minute how the actual material is. It already has a pattern, so it seems like it's kind of better if you do something solid with a cutout. So I decided to do this figurehead of a woman that says brave, confident, enough. Because we are brave, we are confident, and we are enough. I like the design a lot, so we're going to take a look and see the products that I picked up, okay? All right, these are the items that I picked up today. I actually, like I said, left early this morning and I made my way to Michael's, the one that's not too far from my house. I get there and they don't have any product. So I have to get back in the car because they said they didn't get their shipment in. I had to get back in the car and make another stop. So what I picked up today, I picked up one of the onesies. The 6 to 9 month old onesie there, and I picked up a regular t-shirt. I went ahead and got the extra large in the men's size because they're kind of limited on sizes. They say they have 5 sizes available, but the largest size they have is the extra large, and some of us need maybe a double X, so I ended up having to get the men's version on that. And I saw the sample of the coasters while I was there, and I couldn't resist because I didn't know they were ceramic and the color was so bold on them, so I picked those up. So I have the coasters here. I also picked up the largest of the two tote bags that they have. This one is a 19 by 14 19 by 14 inch tote bag. And again, since you can only use the infusible product on the items that come from Cricut, because I'm thinking that means because they've been pre-treated with some type of a treatment that works with the system. We're going to find this all out. So these are the actual sheets that I picked up. This pack has 4 in it. It's got these different 4 patterns in it. And I'll show you the prices on all of these too. I'll show you my receipt. This one has 2 12 by 12 versus the 4 12 by 12. And it has these 2 patterns in it. And then I went ahead and picked up the pens. These are the actual pens that you can pick up. They go in the Cricut, so you can actually write. They're the infusible ink pens. And so I said, I'm going to give all of this stuff a try. Today we're just going to do the shirt, but I'll show you my receipt. Here it is right here. This is the one that has most of the stuff on it because, like I said, I had to go to 2 stores. So I paid $17 for the pack that has the 4 in it. That was $17. The pack that has just the 2 sheets in it was $12.99. So $17.99, $12.99. The shirt was $9.99, or basically $10, and the baby onesie was $7. Those are a little pricey for t-shirts, but again, they're pre-treated for whatever the process needs to work with this transfer paper. So, right now, until there's another source, that's what we're going to have to do. I got the pens because the pens say on the back that you just use them on laser copy paper. See step 1 there? You draw your design with laser copy paper, and then also you could on laser paper, so you can do by hand or use the actual Cricut, and then you can do use the paper to heat press once again onto a pre-treated surface. So either way, you still have to use a pre-treated surface. And the actual pens I picked up from the first Michaels. That's all they had. So I paid $15 for each pack of the pens. Yeah, they were $15. And then what was the other thing? Like, oh, I got the bag. I guess. Oh, I wanted to make sure I showed you. I opened up the first pack here, the one that we're going to use. The paper itself is wrapped almost kind of like you would see, film wrapped or something like that. And that's because it is somewhat light sensitive I remember reading about the product, and they were saying that to not have it, exposed out to light for storage. Well, obviously, I'm going to open it up and get that going. So you guys are going to see that. Okay, so give me just a moment. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Sorry about that. I was holding the camera with my hand, and I'm thinking, put it on the mount so you can use both of your hands. So here we go. Let's open her up. I want to be sure that I don't rip this, because I'm pretty sure I need to store it back in this black paper or black plastic. So here's the sheet. What was this? Oh, this is the pressing sheet. So you know, when you're pressing it, the heat, that's what that is. Not sure what this is, but we're going to find out. And it has a little note in here saying, before you begin, follow instructions on infusiblelink.com. So we're going to go to that and check that out, okay? But here's the paper. Here's the back. Definitely looks different. Feels different. It's thicker. Has the consistency of almost like a, like a plastic, or, you can see the back. And the other thing, they say that this is very easy weeding, so you don't have to worry about weeding it. So I think this is a sheet that we're going to use. Okay, so let me go to the website and check out what the website says that we need to do before we move forward. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Let's open up a page for this, and we're going to go to, okay, so I found the web page that they instructed us to go to, which is the infusiblelink.com. And so it looks like it's about a 2.5 or 2.5 minute video. I'm gonna go ahead and watch that. They have several videos on here, how to do how are you gonna do it onto the coasters, the t-shirt, and they had a couple other videos on here. I'm gonna watch the one on t-shirts, since that's the project that we're doing. I'll watch that and I'll get back to you guys, okay? Okay, I think I have almost everything ready to continue. I've got my my Explore Air here turned on, ready to go. Now, I did realize that, well, actually just now realized that I'm supposed to have the Easy Press 2 to go up to 400 degrees, which I don't have. So we're going to see what happens, because I can only get up to maximum 360 degrees with the Easy Press 1 that I have. So let's see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and get my t-shirt prepped. Opening up the bag. I think that was just one little thing that I missed in reading the instructions as to what was required. And I don't want to go out and get another Easy Press. So we're going to see what happens. Hopefully it won't be a total disaster. So let's get the t-shirt prepped. I'm just going to follow the instructions. You know how sometimes in the beginning you get instructions that are so detailed as to how to prep the item. That's exactly what Cricut has done, giving you quite a bit of detail. So they say insert a plain white, and again, this is an extra large. This is the men's shirt, and you need to be able to have a white sheet of cardstock on the inside. So I've got some white cardstock here, and I'm going to slip that on the inside. They just want to make sure that your image does not transfer over to the other side or to the back side. So you just have to make sure it covers that. And they want you to run a lint roller across it, as well as smooth out the wrinkles. So I'm going to do this. I don't have an official lint roller, but I'm going to get a piece of big tape and go across it. So we'll get the shirt prepped for our design. So we got the wrinkles out. Let me get some big tape and I'll go over it. handmade lint roller we used to do when we were kids and we needed to get lint off of our clothes before we go to school. We would just get some tape and make it work. So because they're saying just a small piece of lint could affect your design. I think that was pretty good. I didn't really even see any lint come off. So the shirt itself is prepped for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and just move it out the way right over here, set it down. I have a brand new mat. I kind of try to fuzz it just a little bit so it won't be super sticky. But I've got a brand new mat. You put the paper color side up. So let's get it on here. It's pretty curly. So in other words, this side down, so let's get it on here. I already put the setting, chose the setting on my machine to custom. And then I went ahead and told it, I went through the actual setting guide and told it that it was the infusible paper. So the machine already knows what it's dealing with. So actually, I'm going to change this because I want this part to be part of my design. Because my design doesn't take up this whole sheet. Excuse me. Let me get this off of here. Oh, you know what? They said take it off upside down. Ta-da! Remove it like so. Okay, got it. That part came up a little bit. But I want this part here. I really want this part to be part of my design. I want more blue in there than that too, but you know, well, you got to work with what you have because my design, like I said, it's not super big. There we go. And we've got that smoothed out. I got that down. You have to make sure that you reverse your image. Okay, don't forget to reverse your image. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Everything's already set. And I'm going to hit the button. Let's go. All right, and we are on our way. Let's see what happens. Oh no, it kind of cut off the page. Really went above. Oh, bummer. Kind of messed up my design just a little bit, but we'll see what happens. It went above the page a little bit. I might just have to go in with a pair of scissors and fix that. Let's see. It's cutting out my words now. Okay, it's almost done. It's on the last word here. And we'll take a look at it and see what happened. Okie doke. So you see how I did that right at the top? But I've really never had that much of a problem being that close before. So I find that a little interesting that it went that far. It went up almost like 1/4 of an inch. I don't know if you can see that over the line, which is really odd. So I think since I'm already into this sheet, what I'm going to do is I'll turn it around and just redo the design on this side and see what happens. But maybe I should move it because look, that's a good distance that it came up off of the actual sheet onto the actual board. So I don't know, maybe I should move it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and move it. And I'll leave my bloopers in. You guys know I like to go ahead and just leave them in there so you can see. Again, in order to remove it, the recommended way is to do it upside down like so. And oh boy, it looks like it pretty much cut itself all the way out. I have to be careful because I do just want to lay it down and redo it on here. I don't want to fully take it off. All right, here we go. Let's see how it does on the top there. I don't know, maybe I'll use this one on the actual. Now this came down much further. I don't know if it was my machine. I'm gonna maybe reset it a little later just so it's not off. But I've never had that problem before. But anyway, I'll go ahead and come right back after this is finished. Alright, it's almost finished. So we're gonna get ready to pull it off in just a second and see what happens. Alright, get it out. Close this up. Move that back a little bit. Flip this over. And let's just see. Wasn't planning on using the whole sheet or doing two actual designs, but we're going to try and make some lemon out of lemonade. Now there are some sections here I can save, so let me grab my scissors. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and weed this one with you guys because we should share in the experience. So here we go. The outer part, and I guess you could actually save these pieces if you were trying to do something abstract later because they still have the ink on them. And so this one, I don't know, I still wanted this splatter pattern from the red, but I might actually like this better. So let's start getting this out. I can see what they mean when they say just pop it, because it does seem to work better if you just pop it versus trying to, look at that. It does work better. So we're just going to pop it out. I thought I would still need the weeding tool, but no, it works better just to pop it out. I guess you just get used to using the weeding tool because we've had to, you know, use it so heavily for doing the other vinyl, but you don't need it for this unless, I guess, unless there's a problem. So, all right. Trying to get up here in the camera so you can see it. I'm sorry if I'm not bouncing around out of frame. Oh, this one, it cut through on this O pretty good. Okay, almost done. Yeah, don't need the weeding tool at all. Just use your fingers. So I guess I will use this one. It actually looks a little better. And again, like I said before, I don't have the Easy Press 2, so we're going to see what happens. I'm going to leave it on a little longer because I have the original Easy Press and it only goes up to 360. So I'm gonna just guesstimate and leave it on there a little longer. You know, I don't want to scorch it, but it's supposed to be 40 seconds on the shirt. I'm gonna use this one. It's supposed to be 40 seconds, but I'm gonna leave it on there for maybe a whole 60 seconds, a whole minute. Okay, let me move this out the way and then let's do it. Let's give it a try. See what happens. Scissors over there. This will be my design. Here we go here. Let me tell the Easy Press to get itself back up to temperature. And I want you guys to be able to see this good. And one of the things they said is once you press it on, don't move the design at all. It doesn't really require much pressure, but more or less you just keeping it in place. So it would go down like this. So it would go down like this. It would have the, that's why you reverse it. So then you're going to put it down like this. I'm kind of like going off of this tag for my center. I thought this t-shirt looked a little, the collar looked a little wonky, but what you're going to do, you know. Someone said possibly you could use polyester blend shirts. I don't know. I think we'll test that out. How about it? Let's test it out. So my temperature is coming back up. It had dropped down. But I definitely want to get that back up into that range. Just move the shirt up a little bit more. Flatten it out. I've got my white underneath of there. And I want it about right here. I think it looks pretty straight to me. There's my center up there. And so I'm just waiting for my temperature to come back up on my easy press, okay? Okay, so my easy press is now ready. I believe I have my design centered. It comes with this butcher block sheet in which they want you to use that. So you lay that over your project and you say a little prayer, because I don't have the right heat setting, but we are going to go for it. I'm gonna, like I say, I'm just gonna go up to, it's recommended 40 seconds, so I'm gonna actually just push the envelope and I'm gonna just say, hey, how about if I go 55 seconds, okay? So here we go. We'll use the 55 seconds. Here we go. And again, we just put it on and we just don't move after we get it on there. We cover, and the thing is, you have to cover your whole design. So that, you know, you got to cover your whole design. Here we go. And no pressure, just don't move. So, and we'll see what happens in 45 seconds. Oh my gosh, sorry. It's trash day and they decided to come now while I'm doing the video. Should I edit this part out? I'll let you guys hear all that. We're counting down. Let's see what happens. I certainly hope this works. I hope it doesn't waste a $9 or $10 t-shirt. Okay, and so pull that up. You have to wait and let it cool. That's one of the things that you have to do. Let it cool before you pick it up. So totally let it cool. I'm going to let it sit there for about a minute. I can see that it did transfer, so we're going to find out just what happened. So cool down. Oh yeah, I see it. I can see a bit of it transferred over. So my hope is that I got a really bold transfer, and not something that kind of looks a little weak, but I can definitely look and see that it did transfer. So, ta-da! Let's find out. It's still pretty hot. Let it cool and I'll be right back and peel it. Okay, we've let it sit there until it's gotten really cool. Not a problem. It's almost 100% cool, but I don't want to wait anymore. So let's go. Let's peel it off and see what happens. Oh, wow. Look. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. All the color came off. So that was really great. So look at there. We don't need an easy press too. Ta-da! I love it. Oh my goodness, guys. This is amazing. Oh, wow. Wow. Get your paper out. Because I want you guys to see. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't have any other words but oh my goodness. Look. Look. I love it. Yay. So I think this is a 2 thumbs up for the Infusible Ink by Cricut. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up, guys. This is amazing. You have to give it a try. Let me know what you think. Please let me know what you think. 2 thumbs up, Cricut. 2 thumbs up. Brave, confident, and enough. 2 thumbs up, Cricut. I love it. All right, guys. Head on out. Get yourself some. Let me know what you think about it. Woo! Great day.